it's list time. Get up off the floor
What?
and come film. I'm Emma. That's Josh. This is our 50-foot catamaran, and you're watching Sailing Uncut. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to what we call the editing station. So today actually marks the official 2 weeks of consistent daily uploads.
Good job!
This is the most consistent we've ever been with trying to create a YouTube channel, which means that there is now just utter chaos with all the footage that we have. So we're filming everything in 4K. We have the camera that Josh is holding, which is an Olympus. We've got a GoPro Max, a GoPro Hero 9, and then my phone, which also does 4K. So what it means is that we have a lot of footage which takes up a lot of storage. So we've worked out about every 7 days we're making around 500 gigs worth of data. We've bought these hard drives in the past. We've got two 2TB hard drives and two 4TB hard drives. And also I have probably about a week's worth of footage on my computer as well. And what my problem is at the moment is that my computer is filling up too much, which is making it run a little bit slower than usual. And I don't have a system as to where I'm putting all of this footage, and I don't know what all these hard drives are holding at the moment. So we're going to fix that now, because obviously as time goes on, it's just going to get worse and worse and become a much bigger problem than we need it to be. So our plan is we're going to use these 2TB hard drives as our backup, and we're going to put a month's worth of footage on all of these, and then they'll just be labeled May 2020, April 2020, like that. So then we'll be able to go back and access any old footage if we need to. And then we're going to get a solid state hard drive as our kind of one that we're using on the go. So then I can get all of the footage off my computer, dump it on that, use that as my editing hard drive, and then once the month is finished, then I can dump it back onto these storage ones that we will just keep and not use, so then hopefully they don't break. If anyone has this exact problem and has suggestions as to how they manage this, please let me know in the comments below, because it is just a lot, because I'm so worried about losing the footage and not being able to recover it. So I just wanted to get a system set up now, so then in a year from now we're future-proof, so we don't have 365 videos and no idea where all the footage is. So I think the plan is that we're going to go to Officeworks, see what they have, and then we'll come back here and see how the day unfolds. On our way to Officeworks now. While we're leaving, check out how further back we are in the boatyard, and also how suddenly there are so many more boats here. I just realised that my toothbrush is in the shower.
What are we getting for lunch?
Nothing that concerns any of you.
It's KFC.
Oh, got the burgers.
Come on.
It's a big bag for 2 people. Thank you very much. You're a KFC monster. This is Josh's favourite food, so whenever he's having a bad day, just feed him this and he'll perk right up.
What does it taste like? Are they good chips?
No.
Got all your stuff? Go shooting out.
That's okay. We're back now. Okay, what do we get? We got 3 of the 2TB Seagate hard drives. With the other 2, we now have 5 months worth of backup storage, and then we have the portable SSD drive. We only do 1 terabyte because this should only have a couple of days worth of videos on here, just the ones that I'm editing. And we'll be able to throw this one around, and it's, what is it? We can drop it up to 2 meters. So
Don't throw the drive around.
Yeah, but if you accidentally drop it, it's not just going to completely self-combust like those probably would. Ooh, it's really small as well.
And the SD card.
Look how little it is. It's tiny compared to these.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a bit ridiculous. Oh, and we got another SD card as well for the camera. I'm finding that I'm not filling up an SD card every single day because every single day I wipe all of them and then put them straight on the computer. So, and also because we're split between multiple cameras, so the SD cards in the GoPros and then just one for the camera seems to be enough for the day, and the phone. So now I'm just going to sort all this hard drive mess out and figure out where all the footage is sitting and just have it a little bit more consistent. Okay, so while that's doing its thing, we also bought some markers at Officeworks and we're going to write a big list on the door outside, but our cockpit area is just an absolute mess, so we're going to go and clean that up now.
Emma said I had to make an appearance in today's vlog, so this is me now.
Alright, it's list time. Get up off the floor
I
and come film.
don't want to go to work today.
One time you have to film.
Fine.
Okay.
This is Emma. Everyone say hi, Emma. And this is the tentacle that eats her. Rah! Oh no, your flower. Unbranded. You missed the spot.
That's working really well.
Just gonna micromanage this job. So you see this bit here?
Oh,
Needs a little bit more work.
that's it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's really not coming off. Okay, being serious now, we're going to spend the rest of the afternoon and just get a list happening. So over the next couple of days before we get our master off, when we're trying to figure out what to do, we can just pick something on the list and cross it off. What shall we start with?
That's the age-old question.
Alright guys, this is probably going to be really boring for you, so we're going to put a time lapse on so you can actually see us do it, so we're not just saying we're going to but never actually do, and then we will check in with you when we're done. Alrighty, we have done this list. I will run you through a little bit of it, but the sun is getting in my eyes, so we're going to close the door and we'll chat about it inside. Come on inside. The best thing about doing this list on the door is you can see it on the inside and the outside.
Can you though?
Can you though? Can you see it? So this is the first of many lists, and just a disclaimer, like you know, we actually don't know what we're doing, so we may not actually get to any of these jobs first and may do something completely different. So watch this space, who knows. But what we are envisioning at this point in time is that obviously we know the mast is coming off. So our mast jobs are that we need to get all the cables that are in the mast chopped. We need to get before B-roll of the outside of the boat so then we can compare and contrast when the refit is finished. We need to clear everything that's on the swim platform, and we need to take the wind generator and the solar off because we don't want anything to just randomly hit the wind generator and then it explode because it is brand new. We just have our miscellaneous tasks, so these are going to be things that on days that we don't feel like doing really big boat projects, we're just going to tackle one of these. So we need to remove the batteries, we need to figure out what we're doing with the water maker. We're not too sure if we're just going to pickle it and leave it there for the 12 months or if we want to completely take it out and give it a massive service. And we're not too sure if we're going to keep it in the same spot or not. We're going to remove all the helm station instruments because they obviously don't need to be there at this point in time. We need to get all of the diesel out of the 2 diesel tanks because we are wanting to move them to a different position in the boat. And we need to get our tent back from old mate because he said that he wanted to give it back to us, but he hasn't come and spoken to us anymore and it's still sitting at the front of his boat. So where to start after the mast is gone? Obviously we need to seek advice and we're just waiting on to hear back from a couple of people on that. We still need to remove all of the lining in the aft cabin, and then we also need to gut that cabin as well because we haven't actually really shown you guys very much in there. And that's actually where a really big problem area is, which is probably why we're avoiding it, let's be honest. And we also need to finish gutting the bridge deck cabin, and then from there we will, once all these jobs are ticked off, except for the miscellaneous jobs, we will then have to write another list as to where we're going to go from there. So like we said before, and also we need to figure out if we're going to buy a moisture meter, if we know anyone that has a moisture meter, or like what we're going to do with that. Obviously, all of these jobs just really ultimately lead to fixing the boat and getting our asses into gear. So that's it. We will all see how this pans out together, as we still don't really know if this is what we're going to be following. But it looks pretty, and we got to start somewhere, I guess. So we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.